Alright, what is up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to the video. Today, guys, we're back, and today I wanted to not do that. That is not fun. But today I wanted to talk about because I'm actually re-downloading Dead Rising 4, and Dead Rising 4 is one of those games where it's in every single. I feel like in every series, there's a worst game of the franchise, and I feel like Dead Rising 4 is the worst game of the Dead Rising series. And the reason for that is because Frank West is back, but he's not the Frank West we really know from the first game, so most people didn't like him, and also the gameplay is I feel like Dead Rising 3's gameplay is better than Dead Rising 4, but I feel like Dead Rising, if you've never played a Dead Rising game, you should. I'd recommend playing 1 or 2. But if you want to play it all the way through, which I actually completed the Dead Rising 4 campaign, and then that's it. I just stopped playing it because it was bad. But with like the other games like Dead Rising 1, 2, and 3, I played all the way through and leveled up to like the max level. And in Dead Rising 4, it's not the Dead Rising we would have. I feel like we definitely could have seen better from Dead Rising 4, and they just failed it. But it's just not good. But I think Dead Rising, I mean, if we're counting Dead Rising like Case Zero, Case West, I think it's called, Case Frank West, whatever it's called, from Dead Rising 2, and then Dead Rising 2 Off the Record. If we're counting those, I feel like Dead Rising Off the Record is before Dead Rising 4, and then like maybe probably, I don't really know, it's kind of tough to rank the others, but I think 3, if we're just counting the main games in the order, in my opinion, I like Dead Rising 2 as the best. I love that game. Dead Rising 1, and then Dead Rising 3, and then 4. 3, I love 3. I think 3 is way better than 4. I think 3 is like 8.2 out of 10, and then Dead Rising 4 is like a 2 out of 10. I feel like the only thing Dead Rising 4 did, I mean, with me, I like grinding for stuff, and Dead Rising 3 was one of those games where it was so expansive that you got to do so much, because you had 4 different cities to go to, you had so many like downloadable content, and then you also had to get blueprints, just like the previous games. You had to get blueprints. I think Dead Rising 2 was the first game that introduced combo weapons. But with Dead Rising 2, you had to go to a workbench, which I think that's the only thing they didn't do well with Dead Rising 2, was that they made it so you had to go to a workbench to make a combo weapon. But with Dead Rising 3, you just pick up 2 weapons or a couple weapons, pick up a couple things, combine it literally in hand, and then boom, it's ready. And then you also get to like do combo. You also get to use your attribute points in Dead Rising 3, which I love about that. But I feel like Dead Rising 2 is definitely like a 9.8 out of 10. It's gotta be, because they did so many things right. The bosses were really cool. And I think the only thing they did wrong was I mean, I get it, it's the first game they introduced it, so they want to see how it works, but I feel like they could have made it so you could not go to a workbench to craft something, or maybe have like an ability to not craft at a workbench, you just craft it in hand. If that, I don't even know if that's a thing. If that is, I don't know, but I haven't played Dead Rising 2 in a long ass time. It's just been so long. I think it's been like 4 years since I've played it, but I will still remember the bosses. I will still remember them. I'll still remember the game and the story. It was so good. I mean, everyone doesn't really like, I feel like some people don't, maybe most people don't like Dead Rising 2 because it's a new character, because we all love Frank West. I love Frank West, but Chuck Green, you know, he's a good character. I like him. He was in Dead Rising 2, Dead Rising 2 Off the Record, Case Zero, Frank West, Case Frank, or King Frank, Case West. I don't know what it's called. And he's also in Dead Rising 3, and that was the last time we've seen him. But you just can't. I feel like you gotta get used to it. I got used to it, and I love Dead Rising 2. I think it's so good, and also you have to do so many other things, like take care of your daughter, and if you don't, well, she's dead. She turns into a zombie. But Dead Rising 4, I think what they did wrong was everything. The gameplay was okay. It was not great. It was not bad, but it was not great. Frank West is not the same as he is. We all love Frank West, and he's not the same as we know him from the first game and Off the Record. But Off the Record is kind of a not so good title. I mean, if you have, leave in the comments what is your favorite Dead Rising game? If you've ever played a Dead Rising game, what's your favorite? Because I would like to know, because Dead Rising is one of those, it's a zombie game, it's zombies, and I love that, because I basically played games with zombies my whole life, basically, like Resident Evil and stuff. But I feel like they could have done better with Dead Rising 4. Dead Rising 3 will still be up there. It will still be, it's still a really good game. Yes, you have so much things to do. Again, people didn't like, there's a new character, but you gotta get used to it, you know, like, you can't expect for them to just, I mean, they could have put him in Dead Rising 2, but I don't think Dead Rising 2 would be the same if Frank West was in that game. I mean, he's in the game, but I feel like it wouldn't be the same if you played the whole game as him. So that's just my dealio, whatever. But I think I'm gonna play through the whole Dead Rising 4 game, probably complete it 100%, and then wanna like put bleach in my eyes, or like drink bleach, because this is awful. But I want to give it a chance, because I haven't played it since 2017, probably beginning of 2017, because I just kind of didn't like it. I didn't like the game. But yeah, but I love Dead Rising 3. Dead Rising 3 always will be up there, but Dead Rising 2 for me will always be the best. Dead Rising 1, I love that game. I know a lot of people, most people, that's their number one. I think people, in my opinion, put the games like in order, or they just do Dead Rising. I feel like people just do like Dead Rising 1, and then 2, and then 3, and then 4 is the worst. Or people do Dead Rising 1, then 3, then 2, then 4. So, yeah, but, hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you could please smash the like button and subscribe, that'd be amazing. But definitely subscribe for you. Well, hope you guys enjoy. I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace out.